The Lions getting their first win of the season, and it capped a horrible week with the shooting, 4 killed at Oxford High School. Dan Campbell dedicated the game to Oxford. Here he is after the victory over Minnesota.
First thing I would start with, this game ball goes to the whole Oxford community. All those were affected. And that being said, man, I want us to not forget these names: Madison Baldwin, Hannah St. Juliana, Justin Schilling, Tate Meir, Phoebe Arthur, John Ashudu, Riley France, Elijah Mueller, Kylie Osigi, Aiden Watson, and Molly Darnell, who's a teacher. Those names, for all those, will never be forgotten, and they're in our hearts and our prayers and all the families, and not to mention all those that were affected.
And look, that made the win by the Lions even more fitting. Between Michigan winning the Big Ten championship on Saturday night, the Lions getting their victory, the outpouring of support, and the rallying in Michigan around what happened in Oxford, that it made it appropriate for the Lions to get that victory yesterday, especially the way they did it.
Well, I mean, listen, we live in a sports world, Mike, where we talk with a lot of sports fans and we see the incredible things that happen, like Detroit getting their first win, like Michigan winning the Big Ten and now going on to the playoffs, and we get really excited, about that. But, every now and then we all get slapped in the face with hard, cold reality, and that's exactly what went on in Oxford, at the high school. It's the reality of the real world of where sports fits in with the real world. It's a great escape. It's a great thing that we do. We get to enjoy it. A lot of people get to enjoy it. There's a lot of cheering, but there's a reality too to what real life is outside of the world of sports, and I'm glad Dan acknowledged that, because that is more important than anything we're talking about or covering or going to cover.
And the most unfortunate part of these mass shootings that happen from time to time, and I remember after the Las Vegas incident at the music festival, the shooter up in the hotel room. Right. Well, whatever the facts, they're different every time, but it's the same result. And I don't want to say you get numb to it per se, but I remember addressing it at the time after the Las Vegas incident, where you just get to the point where, as an American citizen, and I'm not making a political comment here, this is a real world observation. When you leave your house, you accept, among the various possibilities of the ways you can end up dead, whether it's car accident, tree falls on you, some other crazy thing, bus runs over you, whatever it may be, the various ways you can die when you leave your house, getting killed in a mass shooting it's just, you just accept it. That's just the way it is. And it's unfortunate that it doesn't change. It's unfortunate we don't have solutions. And it's like anything else that can happen to you when you venture away from the sanctity and the safety of your own home. And it's horrible when it happens. And I wish we had a solution, Mike, and I wish we could somehow make it not happen, because we look at other countries and we see it doesn't happen there. But I think we've reached the point. I hate to say that we're apathetic to it, we're numb to it, but what can you do? Because it continues to happen.
Listen, I hope we never get numb to it. I hope we always try and find a solution to it. I really do, because apathy is certainly would be a horrible way to go, and accept it. But it is a reality now. To your point, it's a reality because it's happened too much to know that it can happen. I hope we can find a solution. Again, I don't know what it is, or I'm sure we would have tried it, or who knows? I don't know. We certainly don't want to turn this into anything political at all, but it's become, the bottom line is, I think everybody can accept it's become a real part of our world over the last how many years. And you just hope for some kind of solution, and we see what happens.
And what we try to do here every day is bring a diversion, a distraction from whatever may be going on in the world that isn't pleasant. And we don't like to let those things encroach on your diversion and your distraction, but certain things are important enough that we got to say, what the hell's going on and how do we fix this? And it is a sad comment that we're at the point where you just have to accept the possibility. We go to the grocery store, you're at school, wherever you may be, it could happen. And it's just one of those things. The chances in the grand scheme of things are small, but it's on the radar screen because it's happened enough, and it seems like it happens and it happens and it happens and it happens.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.